Good morning, students. So in today's class we will be discussing the problems related to the calculation of time of supply, and we are into the third chapter, that is procedure and levy under GST. In yesterday's class we discussed how the time of supply can be calculated. So based on the provision mentioned under GST Act, we will be calculating the time of supply, as I told you all very clearly. So we go for determining the time of supply based on the information given. So the information will be related to date of invoice or the date of payment or the date of removal of goods. So based on these information, whichever has taken place first, whichever is earlier, on that particular date we consider the time of supply. So let us see the problems. Determine the time of supply of goods in the following situations with reasons. So here this is the problem. So here the three cases is been given. So information is related to date of removal, date of invoice, date of goods made available to recipient, date of receipt of payment. So all these four information is been given. So out of this four information, which is the exact time of supply or which date is considered as the time of supply, in each cases we need to find out. So as I told, I want you all to remember the provisions. So in the first case, if you see, the date of removal is 1st July, the date of invoice is 2nd July, date of goods made available to recipient is 3rd of July, date of receipt of payment is 5th of July. So first only we have already sent the goods, and then we have made a invoice, we have prepared our invoice, and the goods available date is the 3rd. So out of these four case situations, you have to see whichever has taken earlier, because the moment when I remove the goods from my place, I enter in my books of account. So from that time only the time of supply has started. So in the first case, the time of supply is the date of removal, that is the 1st July 2017, because the date of removal has taken prior to the date of invoice or date of payment or date of available to the recipient. In the first case, in the first situation, the time of supply is 1st July 2017. And when you come with the second case, so in the second case, when you check it out, 3rd July, date of removal, date of invoice 1st July, date of goods available 4th July, date of receipt of payment is 25th August. So in this we have to check out which has taken place first. So in this case, if you see the second situation, the time of supply is date of invoice, because the invoice is given first, then the goods is being removed, and then it is available, and at last the payment is been done. So hence in the second case, the date of invoice is considered as the time of supply, that is the 1st July of 2017. And in the third case, 4th August, again invoice also 4th August, available is 6th August, date of payment is 1st July. So here what has happened, first they have done the payment and then they have taken the goods, and even the invoice is done been later, but as soon as we receive the payment, that payment immediately it will be entered in our books of account. So with that particular date only we consider the time of supply as date of receipt of payment, that is 1st of July 2017. So in this way you need to analyze, you need to find out the time of supply. Please be very clear, whatever the information is been given, date of removal, invoice, whichever comes earlier, but you have to even check the payment, how much the payment is being done. Sometimes, as I told you all in the last class, if the payment exceeds ₹1000, then the provision will be different. So let us see the solution for this particular problem. When you come with the problem, so first we go for time of supply for the above case is discussed with the following table. So we need to give the reason also why this particular date is considered as the time of supply. So in the first case, the time of supply as we discussed is 1st July 2017. Since the invoice is not issued or on or before the date of removal, and the payment is received after the date of removal. Hence, the time of supply is a date of removal of goods. The second case also we found out the 1st July 2017 as the time of supply. The reason, time of supply is the date of issue of invoice. Since invoice is issued prior to the date of removal and the payment is received after the date of invoice, you just need to give the reason why you have considered the date of issue of invoice as the time of supply. The reason you need to tell. You have to be very clear which one is done first, when the payment is been done. That reason you have to mention. In the third case again we found out as 1st July 2017, right? So in the previous, if you see the question for third case, 4th August, 4th August, 6th August and 1st July. First the date of payment is been done. So in the third case the date of supply will be 1st July 2017. Time of supply is date of receipt of payment, as invoice is issued after the date of receipt of payment. So in this way you need to write a table. So first you need to mention the time of supply, and with the reason also you have to state very clearly why that particular date is considered as the time of supply. And next let us see the another problem. So here, determine the time of supply of goods in case of the following independent cases in accordance with the provisions of GST Act 2017. In case supply does not involve movement of goods, that is, they have not given when it is been taken from the campus or from the factory. So in this particular case you need to check out. Date of invoice is 2/10/18. Date when goods available to recipient is 3/10. Date of receipt of payment is 15/11. So here if you see, first the date is been, invoice is been prepared, and then the goods is available. So before the payment the invoice is been given. So hence the time of supply is date of invoice, that is 2nd October 2018. And next in second case, date of invoice is 4th of October, available is 1st of October, date of receipt of payment is 25th November. So here first what happened, before preparing the invoice we have made sure the goods available to the recipient. So this has taken place first. The time of supply is date when goods available to the recipient, that is 1st October 2018, since the payment is been done later days. Now next case, invoice 4/11 November 4, goods available 6th November and payment is 1st October. So here first payment is been done, later on they have taken the goods and invoice is also prepared later days. So the time of supply is date of receipt of payment, that is the 1st October 2018. I hope students you are very clear how to find out the time of supply. Whichever has come first, that only we go for considering as the time of supply. Let us see the solution, how to write for this particular problem. So time of supply for the above case is discussed with the following table. So very clearly, in the first case we found out 2nd October. The reason is date of supply is date of issuance of invoice, since invoice is issued prior to the date when goods are made available to the recipient and the payment is received after the issue of invoice. In the second case, that is, if you want to check out with the question, see in the second case 4/10, 1/10, 25/11. So in this the day time of supply is 1/10. So if you check out, it's given as the 1/10/2018. Date of supply is date when goods are made available to recipient and the date of issuance of invoice is after that date and the payment is also received at later date. So like this you need to mention the reason. It's not that you have to give the same sentence. You can give the comparison why this is taken as time of supply. Whether the goods payment would have been done later days or invoice you would have prepared in early days. So that you need to write the comparison. And fourth case again it is 1st October. The date of supply is date of receipt of payment, since invoice is issued after the date of the payment. Clear? The same way you need to write in the form of table. And in the next question if you will check out, See, I want you all to find out the time of supply for this particular question. So I have given only the question, I have not given you all the answer. I want you all to find out, and please make sure you write the answer in your notes. Determine the time of supply of goods from the following situation with the reason. So date of removal is given, date of invoice, date of goods available, date of receipt of payment. So 1st June, 2nd June, 3rd June, 15th June. I want you all to find out when is your time of supply. Next 3rd June, 1st June, 4th June and 25th August. Right? So I want you all to find out when is the time of supply. The third case 4th July, 4th July, 6th July and June 1st. So I want you all to find out when is the time of supply. So I want you all to write in the same tabular form with the reasons for each case. That is very, very important. And the next question is 4th question. Find out the time of supply. TO is nothing but the time of supply for the following case. So here in this particular problem, date of invoice is 2nd 8, date of goods available 3/8, date of receipt of payment 5/7. So find out which is your time of supply. Same second situation 1/8, 4/8, 25/9. You need to find out the time of supply. 4/9, 6/9, 1/8. So which is considered as the time of supply. So in the same tabular form I want you all to answer for these two questions. And please make sure you all answer and post it in your regular class group so I can go for checking out your answers. Once if you all post in the group, then I'll give you all the final correct answer. Okay. So with this we have discussed with the calculation of time of supply. So for today's class, 2 problems I have given for you all the homework. Make sure you all do the homework. Okay. Thank you students. Have a nice day. Thank you.